Guild Wars 2 is a free-to-play MMORPG developed by ArenaNet and published by NCSoft all the way back in 2012. It has taken me 10 whole years for my lazy ass to get around to actually playing it, and this video will highlight my experience and demonstrate what it's like for new players like me in 2022. Hopefully this will be interesting for both new players who are also looking to get into the game, but also for experienced veterans of Guild Wars 2 who might get a bit of perspective into what it's like for a new player right now. Hello, I'm Steady Eddie from the YouTube, and let's get into the video. So I have a lot of friends who play Guild Wars 2 who have been encouraging me to try it for literal years at this point. There seems to be a big crossover between people who play ESO and people who play Guild Wars 2, assumedly because they both have very story-driven content, but I wanted to check for myself. So I launched it for the first time. Obviously I chose the shortest character possible. I'm 5'6", and so this brings me joy. And then I made them as strange looking as possible. I was sad there weren't more ridiculous appearance sliders like there are in Elden Ring or Sword of Legends Online, but at least I could have a giant pink afro. When I got into the game, I was greeted with this cutscene, and I quickly realised my guy was an absolute asshole.
I am Asura. I personify genius.
I am a genius. He thinks he's the best and the most genius out of everyone ever. He reminded me of those guys whose entire political standpoint is that everyone in the world is stupid apart from them. In a strange way, it was kinda nice, kinda refreshing to play as someone who was a bit of an asshole. And maybe he'll grow on me. I was glad that I was immediately plonked into gameplay and killing. And I'm glad that I actually felt powerful from the get-go in the game. I hate it when games spend ages in cutscenes and stupid fetch quests when you start, because they couldn't be bothered to find a way to teach the new player about their game without making it ridiculously boring. And you can catch my new player experience video about Final Fantasy XIV next week. The music in this game is beautiful, and it was then that I found out it was the same team that was behind the Skyrim soundtrack. When I later found out that the Guild Wars 2 story is heavily based around dragons, I found it very funny that these guys seem to only want to do music about dragons. There are certain aesthetical choices I love in this game and others I don't like. Sometimes I stare at the world and think, wow, this is pretty. This is unbelievably good looking. It obviously looks like an older game now, but the shading and the lights give it an unbelievable amount. However, I'm not really keen on the UI. I've always been a fan of a clearer and a smarter UI. So this UI where there's all these patterns and weird kind of opaque illustrations in the background feels kind of clunky and outdated to me. I wondered if there's an add-on that can help with that. The game world is completely different to how I expected. I thought it would be an entirely medieval folklore influenced type of world with castles and traditional fantasy races. However, there's a very steampunky feeling to the game, but then there's also robots. It's like a bunch of different worlds and different ideas smashed together. I never tried to judge a game initially off its environmental game world, because if it can convince me of it and put me in that place through the story, then it doesn't really matter where it's set. But this is just an observation. Then I started doing the questing and I thought, oh no. Here we go. A bunch of fetch quests, kill X amount of thing, pick up X amount of flowers. The dread in my heart appeared. I knew that if I complained about this or said it was bad, people would tell me, you just have to get to insert number level here. You just have to play 100 hours. You just have to play 1,000,000 hours and sell your soul and buy this and do this and spend your life forever and ever doing it. And then it'll be fun. But it was actually refreshing to find that these weren't really fetch quests, as you didn't really actually have to ever speak to anyone. You went to a zone, like a little circle on the map, and would complete what it tells you, and it would give you the rewards automatically without having to go back to the person that kind of gives you the quest. There are advantages and disadvantages to this because, I'll be honest, within an hour I was kind of bored. I was seriously considering switching back to another game. The thing is that I didn't really understand what I was doing. Why was I there? Why was I doing the things that I was doing? I felt no connection to any of the game characters I met. I felt no reason or story-driven obligation to do anything they told me other than, oh, I need help. I'm an RPG NPC. I can't do anything on my own. I need your help to kill these things. I didn't really get the game. And I was about to log off, but then a friend came and found me. They handed me a bell, a musical instrument I could play. And obviously, immediately, my opinion about this game went through the roof because suddenly I could do things like this. Alright, Knuckles, keep playing that. Keep playing that. We've got a tune going. We've got a tune going. I want to be part of a bell-ringing Guild Wars 2 guild. There's no other purpose for me now. All I want to do... This is it. This is my life now. I'm becoming a Guild Wars 2 bell ringer. They also showed me this tea set. Oh, yeah. We are just having dinner. We are just having dinner right now. Hardcore. They showed me these group mounts. Steady Eddie's been... Okay, I'm in the party. And now I can board it. Oh my god, let's go. We're going on an adventure. Let's go. Let's get out. Let's get out. Take me wherever you want. No way. The game was suddenly a lot more fun now I had a friend to play with. Who would have thought that an MMORPG game would be more fun once you engage and to participate in the MMO part of it? Then they showed me a jump puzzle. Yes, a jump puzzle. I love jump puzzles. I suddenly understood the parts of this game that were so fun. There was so much to enjoy with your friends, puzzles, things in the world to do. It's unique design that could only be incorporated because of the game world that they have designed it around. Earlier I said that I don't like to judge games initially of whether I think the game world is good, because if the game can sell it to me then it doesn't matter, and this game had already sold it to me. There's a certain addictiveness to the Overland now. I just want to finish that one quest, get that one hero point, which is the equivalent to like a skill point. I want to 100% the zone because it encourages me. The rewards are fun, you get XP from it, you level up from it. For someone who is usually very concerned about combat and gameplay, I hadn't even really thought about it in this game yet. To be honest, I don't think I ever did. I think it was just fun. I just enjoyed the game. I've been coming back to this game almost every night now. I just completed my first zone and I want to do more. So this was my first Guild Wars 2 experience as a new player in 2022. My advice to you if you are trying it is, if you can, find some friends who can show you the fun stuff in the game first. The kind of people this game attracts are also the kind of people who want to do the fun and the silly things in the game. It helped me a lot to start enjoying it. If you don't know anyone who plays the game, just be aware of the things that are possible in the game later on. Like I said, I hate it when people say, just play a million hours and it gets good, because I don't think that's an excuse for poor game design. But this game really has been fun once I got into it after the first hour, and I look forward to streaming it in the future. Just as a last note, the Guild Wars 2 community was so welcoming. I had several players pop into my stream and say welcome to the game, to give me help, to give me advice, without being overwhelming, patronising, or giving any kind of spoilers to the story. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and do all the things that you know YouTubers need. I need you to like and subscribe all the time. Like and subscribe, hit the bell, non-stop liking and subscribing. I need you to do it to me personally. Me. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe, please. Please, I need you to like and subscribe, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you.